Nobody wants to maintain infrastructure, everybody wants to rewrite it. If that statement just made you feel personally attacked, this video is for you, because while everyone chasing shiny new Kubernetes clusters, there is an army of unsung heroes keeping your favorite app running with a duct tape and Grafana alerts. And legacy systems aren't just your tech debt, they are your technical history. And the people maintaining them, they might be your real MVPs for software engineering. And let's be honest, our industry has what we call it as a shiny object syndrome. You might have heard of this popular term. And check any tech conference, hacker news, there's what is trending. How we migrated to microservices, building from scratch, why we choose Rust to rewrite our codes over maybe Node.js or Golang. Always the same narrative, the new good, old bad. That's all what is happening. Even in the job posting, there are job descriptions like build an exciting new projects coming up. You got to choose your own tech stack. You have the full liberty. You will hardly find to build an existing infrastructures and maintaining it. This is not sexy, and nobody posts a job description like that. For many, these contributions are invisible. No Medium articles titled how I spent 3 weeks debugging arrays, conditions and saved millions. This creates a cycle. Best engineers chase new projects for recognition. Maintenance gets pushed to juniors, then wonders why system become fragile. It's not always the truth, but I understand it's not always true. But it is also found that it happens. There is also a controversial take. Many legacy systems are actually engineering masterpieces. You might have heard that COBOL banking system processing trillions of daily transactions and uptime is measured in years. Or the Perl scripting running data pipeline for 8 years without data loss, handling edge cases, which no one remembers. These are the legacy systems. Still works. I once worked on a system where I had a mysterious sleep every now and then. Every time we find some during cleanup, remove and then get debug those systems, and we get timeout errors. And it's intermittent, it's not always, because you have to find out the patterns and then turn out to be third-party API timing issues, which is discovered through painful experience. And this is just a simple example. There are many cases which you might have also seen it. Legacy system evolve through thousands of small fixes, each with a weird conditional arbitrary timeouts. And cryptic comments represents understanding how the developer have built those systems. These systems are like old growth forest, complex ecosystem where every component serves a purpose, even if which is not obvious. And the result system that look messy but are sometimes incredibly robust. Let me introduce you to some real heroes. You might have seen some cron jobs which are running at 2 a.m. It's not like we have chosen an arbitrary time. It's like 2 a.m. because at that time there is a brief window where database lag is minimal. Less people are active. Health check works fine. Some of the people are maintaining monitoring systems and which notices errors, spikes. They are like old grown forest, complex ecosystem where every component serves a purpose. Even if it is not obvious, the result system that took messy but are incredibly robust. Many people maintain monitoring tasks which everyone do not notice it. It's not even a Jira tickets for those maintenance tasks. Some get pager duty alerts at 3 a.m. But even if it is a small errors or 5 minutes issue, that cost him or her a whole night, because once you woke up, it's hard to get sleep again. The legacy system, those who build those systems, they are developing a genius. They do risk assessments, knowing which changes are safe and which are causing cascading failures. They do communications, explaining the complex problems to the stakeholders because they understand the business. But here's also the heartbreak. These engineers often feel like they are not the real developers, and also they apologize for boring maintenance works. Not everyone does that, but it has been found that. And this is backwards. People should not think about that. They are developing the most valuable system. They have the valuable skills about the legacy systems. They have the understanding how system fails, debugging complex problems, building reliable software, skills that matters regardless of what is a monthly trends framework is. And also, if you talk about the money, those who have spent 1 or 2 years in building a new system could have spent time in maintaining the existing one. I'm not saying that's always the case, because sometimes you got to choose whether to continue with the legacy system or you have to build a new one. Technical debts are the problems. Most of the time it is a problem of technical debts, but if you maintain them, if there is a continuous improvements, that can lead to a better systems instead of building a new one completely. There could be a regulatory risk. Legal systems handle critical functions. I know a few companies, they have spent millions in writing a new code, almost took 18 to 2 years, 18 months, almost took 18 months to almost 24 months. Again, they are building the new things and there will be new issues. It could be a better system also, but there will be new issues. They might be learning from previous systems. In legacy system, there are some of the corner cases which have been already solved, which are not documented for the new systems. It's not called as a legacy system. These are often called as technical history. Why do we say that? Because it's an accumulated knowledge and institutional memory made tangible. If you are a maintenance engineer, your work matters. You are not keeping junk running, you are keeping civilization running. People pay bills, order foods and call their family because of you. If you are a manager, recognize their work. Give maintenance engineers the same recognition as you give to a newer one, those who build features. And when you as a developer chase for a Greenfield projects to build, always think about building a new one instead of spending time on the maintaining it. You have to think again. You might learn more about the real system than any conference talks that teach you. Nobody wants to maintain the infrastructure, but everyone depends on those who do it. The maintenance work you do, the system you keep alive, the bugs you squash, that's what keeps digital world running.